In the 19th century, Europeans realized what the Inca had known long before. Bird droppings, or guano, made a fantastic fertilizer, and so sprung up a gigantic industry dedicated to the harvesting of guano from Latin American bird colonies, where there were huge piles off the stuff. It was so rich in ammonia, the key ingredient, that a mere whiff could induce coughing and sneezing. Not exactly a pleasant cargo to ferry across the world. As demand for fertilizer rose in the early 1900s, someone began to think, perhaps there's another way. That someone was Fritz Haber, a German chemist who, along with Carl Bosch, developed the Haber-Bosch process for synthesizing ammonia. We have relied on that technology for more than 100 years. Without it, the world's population might be just half of what it is today. So vital is ammonia fertilizer for growing food. But yet again, someone is asking whether we should do things differently because the Haber-Bosch process, when powered by fossil fuels, is notoriously polluting. Ammonia production currently accounts for nearly 2% of global CO2 emissions. Now, a string of companies aim to prove that they can make green ammonia or alternatives without wrecking the climate. "We have a well-sealed system, you don't smell it," says Joe Beach reassuringly. He is co-founder and chief executive of Starfire Energy, a U.S.-based firm that is developing a means of producing ammonia from renewable energy, air, and water. But, he argues, the pungency of ammonia is actually a benefit. If there's a leak, you'll soon know. Ammonia, or NH3, is nothing more than nitrogen and hydrogen, both highly abundant elements. Earth's atmosphere is mostly nitrogen, and water is full of hydrogen. Starfire Energy uses electrolyzers to split hydrogen from water and then feed it into a reactor along with nitrogen to make their ammonia. The ingredients flow through a honeycomb structure laced with a catalyst, similar to the catalytic converter in your car's exhaust. This device encourages nitrogen to bond with hydrogen, and liquid ammonia is collected at the end of the process. Crucially, the whole thing can, says Mr. Beach, run on intermittent renewable energy such as wind and solar. For a conventional ammonia plant to go from cold to full output is a 2 to 3 day process, he says. For us, it's about a 2-hour process. Once started, the system can cycle on and off in a matter of minutes, following the vagaries of renewables. Starfire Energy aims to deliver its first commercial-scale devices, which could produce a ton of ammonia per day in 2025. In general, green ammonia startups want to show that they can make ammonia production cleaner and easier to control. Plus, many, including Starfire Energy, hope to package the required tech in a space as small as a shipping container, so that it can be made near to the point of use, quite unlike the gargantuan Haber-Bosch plants operating today. "We do want to make fertilizer on a small scale so we can use it more efficiently," says Leah Winter at Yale University. Cutting the need to transport ammonia fertilizer over long distances could further reduce emissions, she notes. Another firm, Ammonia in Iceland, also wants to sell mini ammonia factories that fit inside shipping containers. Helga Flossadottir, co-founder and chief executive, points out that while decarbonizing fertilizer production is important, an even bigger goal lies in producing enough ammonia to use it as a fuel. That could help the world move away from fossil fuels for transportation, for example. Douglas McFarlane at Monash University in Australia is also Chief Scientific Officer of Jupiter Ionics. He agrees that there is huge interest in ammonia as a fuel, though he adds that production would have to scale up significantly to be able to meet expected demand. Those plants would have to be, ultimately, on the gigawatt scale, he says. Jupiter Ionics is currently planning to build an ammonia production module on the megawatt scale, which could produce a ton per day. Jupiter Ionics technology differs from Starfire Energy and Ammonia's in that it uses lithium as a mediator to break apart nitrogen molecules, which naturally exist as strongly bonded pairs of nitrogen atoms to form lithium nitride. This then reacts with hydrogen to make the ammonia. Within the next 18 months, Jupiter Ionics aims to scale up its equipment so that it can produce a kilogram of ammonia per day. A grape farmer in the state of Victoria who has solar panels on his land is hoping to trial the system, says Prof. McFarlane. Please like, share, and subscribe for more global updates.